comfortable evening. What did you make of the game?
Yeah, it was a comfortable evening, as you rightly say. It could have been. How many times have I stood in front of you and I said it could have been more, but it literally could have been whatever the players wanted it to be, really. These games can be really tricky ones. Of course, we've picked a very, very strong team this evening. I didn't really want to, if I'm being honest, but the young lads had the FA Youth Cup last night. They're players that probably would have played this evening, maybe with one or two of the first team players who needed some minutes, but nevertheless, I've picked a team, a very strong team, and I made it very clear before the game. It's about application, your attitude, because I've seen it many times over the years that you just think, it's Washington. We just need to turn up and we'll beat them. That ain't the case. So I thought, they dealt with it really well this evening, and I just tried to make it be excited. It's an opportunity especially for the front three to go and score goals. To keep the ball, play some really good stuff, and they did that tonight. So very, very pleased with the senior players, the first team players, but also delighted with the young players. Can be a daunting task sometimes coming into a first team fixture, but I thought young Cameron Anderson, the centre half, was excellent this evening. He didn't look out of place at all. Louis Lukeman, as we know, he's played a few games in pre-season, and then the lads that come on, they applied themselves really well. So overall, really, really pleasing, satisfying evening.
I think 8 players got the first team debuts there tonight as well. As you mentioned, you're very pleased with how most of them did. You must be really pleased with the amount of talent that come through the club at the minute.
Yeah, 100%. It's whether they'll get into the first team this season. Only time will tell. But there's some talent at this football club. It's clear for everyone to see this evening, and it was a great crowd this evening as well. I think over 400 people turned up, so they got a glimpse of hopefully the future of South Shields, coupled with what we have in the building already, and it's an exciting time. It was one of those potential games. Was it going to be a tricky evening? Not if we applied ourselves right, and the players certainly did that. So, I'm disappointed that we conceded a goal, because I challenged them at half time about trying to keep a clean sheet and a couple of other things to start the game, and they did that. So yeah, little blip, should I say, but overall can't have any complaints.
Of course, we all know it's coming up on Saturday. Scunthorpe United in the FA Cup, so you're all very excited about the prospect of that game.
Yeah, we are. Of course, I couldn't get too carried away. Now we can start thinking about that game. Me and Wes sat and watched their game from the weekend today. We're excited about the game, but I've got, I wouldn't say headaches. I've got to keep on top of Andy, our physio, because we have got quite a few players that might not be available for the weekend. So I need to sit down with him over the next few days and try and see who's going to be available. But I'll try and put out the strongest team that I can. And to be fair, no matter what team I put out, we'll give anyone here a good game of football. The biggest thing for me is, I've been dying to say it, it's a free hit for us. Every manager we come up against keeps saying that they're a free hit when they come and play South Shields. Well, for once, it's a free hit for us. We're probably not expected to win the game. It's Scunthorpe. It wasn't so long ago that they were in the Championship in the Football League. We can just relax and enjoy the occasion. And, we've already shown this season that we are a match for anyone. And, I'm sure they won't relish the opportunity, the chance of coming up here and playing us.
I guess it would be a great marker for us as well to see exactly where we're at as a team.
Yeah, I think we've already shown this season where we are as a team, because we've played some fantastic stuff, and we've won some football matches. We've drawn some football matches, and we've lost one. So we've had a mixture of everything. But I think in the main we're getting better and better every week, and it's a great test for us. But I think when we played Barrow in pre-season, we were unlucky not to win that football match. So we will be a match, but again, it's about how we approach the game. It's a challenge for us. In front of, I'm sure, be a packed out crowd here, be a fantastic atmosphere as it always is, and hopefully our players will step up to it. The biggest thing for me is we've got players in that group now that have played in front of big crowds. They've played in big games, and Saturday's going to certainly be one of those.
You mentioned the fans there. How important are they going to be, do you think, on Saturday?
Yeah, they'll be fantastic. I gather, Scunny have sold 400 or 500 tickets, so I'm expecting a bumper crowd, and these sort of games are why you play football. We know what's at stake if you win the football match. So I'm excited about it, and at the end of the day, I say to the players, I've experienced the FA Cup. the highs and lows of it, and I want them to experience, you know, a good cup run and what these games mean. And you know, if we could get a good result at the weekend, it'd be fantastic for the club. But you know, it'd be a tough game for us, but one that we're looking forward to.